Okay, so let's go ahead and find some space that is comfortable for you, maybe sitting in that cross-legged form or sitting however it feels best for you. And sitting it up tall, and let's go ahead and roll our shoulders. Good. And then rolling forward. Good. And then go ahead and scrunch your shoulders up to your ears, and we're going to heavily let our arms go down. So scrunch it up and then heavy let go. Good. Scrunch it up and then heavy let go. And one more time, scrunch it up and heavy let go. Very nice. Let's go ahead, inhale and sweep our arms up to the sky. And exhale and press. And inhale and lift. And exhale and press. And inhale and lift. And on our exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us, opening that chest, trying to get those arms down. And go ahead and drop your chin to your chest. Lengthen through arms and lengthen through that neck. Good, and then lift that head up center, keeping our arms behind us. Let's go ahead and drop right ear to right shoulder. Oh, there's the tightness. And then other side. Good, and then bring it back to center. Bend at your elbows and release your arms. Let's sweep it up. Inhale. And exhale and press. And inhale and lift. And let's exhale and clasp our hands behind us again. Open that up and drop that chin. And again, lengthen through those arms. And then lifting head up, go ahead and bend at those elbows. And let's take our hands over to the right waist and squeeze that elbow back. So we're opening up the chest. Good. Very nice. And then let's take it to the other side. Taking that back. Good. And then go ahead and open that and release those arms. Sweeping our arms up, and then let's go ahead and let our head arms drop to our sides and drop right ear towards right shoulder. And drop chin to chest. Other ear to shoulder. And chin to chest. And let's go ahead and roll that head, shoulder, chest, shoulder, nice half circles. And as you're doing this, maybe recognize if there's any tightness or tension going on. Where is it at? Is it in your neck? Is it in your shoulders? Is it the base of the skull? Is it the low back? Recognizing that. Good. Drop your chin to your chest. Lifting head center, let's go ahead and look to the right. Think about chin going over that shoulder. Eyes go back further. Let's take left hand on the right thigh. And then right hand follows the spine down. Let's lift it and twist it. And inhale deeply. And exhale. And inhale. And on our exhale, let's bring it back to center. Good. Let's take this to the other side. So looking over, chin over shoulder. Eyes go back a little further. And then take this and twist it. Inhale deep. And exhale. And inhale. And on our exhale, let's bring it back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and sweep those arms up to the sky. And then exhale and press. And lifting this up. Hold our arms up at the sky, lifting that up. Let's clasp our hands, press the palms to the ceiling. Good, and lengthen through your torso. So make some space in between those ribs. And this might be hard on your hip flexors, so if you need to straighten your leg out, whatever, you can do that. But sitting that up, and then we're going to inhale deeply here. And on that exhale, sigh it out. And inhale. And exhale. One more time, let's inhale. And exhale. And let's slowly let our arms drop. Let the blood flow go back to those fingers. Very nice. Let's sweep those arms up and dropping one hand over. and reach. And as we're reaching, we're thinking about that opposite glute glued to the ground and thinking about rib cage, belly twisting open towards the ceiling. Breathing it deeply here. And let's inhale and sweep this up. Let's take it to the other side. Reach and keep that glute glued to the mat. Lengthen through that rib cage, belly twisting towards the sky. Breathing it here. And inhale and lift it. And releasing our arms. Let's go ahead and take our hands out in front of us and flex through your hands. Press through the heels of your hands. And imagining your fingertips are going back towards your wrists. So from here, we're going to go ahead and take this down and up and down and up. And as those arms are out straight in front of you, take your shoulders away from your ears. So lengthen through that. Good. And go ahead and rotate those wrists. And rotate the other way. Good. And then gently release that. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and get onto all fours. And we'll go into some cat and cow. Actually, we're going to go into some wrist stuff first. So we're going to go ahead and take our, if you see this, I've got my fingers on facing one another. So we've got that on the mat. And we're going to go ahead and lift the heels of our hands and then take it down. And then lift this up and take it down. And lift it up and take it down. And lift it up and release that. And let's take our hands facing outwards. And again, let's lift this up and take it down. And lift up and take it down. And lift up and take it down. And lift it up and take it down. Very nice. We're going to have one hand in front, and if it's available to you, twisting around, however it feels best, to get a nice stretch here. So we're going to make some circles here. And if your hand's not working, it's fine to do the circles with regular hands. But we're going to do some circles here. Feels good on that forearm. Good, and circle it the other way. Good, and let's bring this back to center and switch those hands. And we'll take a circle towards the right there. Good, and circle to the left. Ah, that one feels really good. And bring it back to center, and we'll take it into child's pose. That is for all the texting that you guys are doing. You're welcome for that. Let's take it back into child's pose. Relaxing it down, dropping that forehead to the floor if possible, lengthening through your arms. From here, let's look up at our fingertips and walk our fingertips further to the front edge of the mat. Grip that mat or grip the floor and pull yourself up, and we're going to shift forward so our shoulders are in front of our fingertips. So a little bit more of that wrist right there. And then let's take this back down into child's pose. Good. And bringing it up onto all fours regular. So shoulders are over our wrists and hips are over our knees. Let's go ahead and drop our belly to the floor, eyes to the sky as we inhale. And rounding our spine, chin to chest as we exhale. And dropping belly to the floor. And rounding up. And dropping that. And rounding. And drop. Good, and round. Very nice. Let's flatten our back, and let's go ahead and lift left arm. We'll lift that up, and let's sweep it through, and we'll thread the needle and stretch that back. Both palms out or palms facing down, and temple to the floor, forehead to the floor. And then let's bring this back up, and we'll take it to the other side. So lifting that up and then sweep this through. Both palms on the floor, temple on the floor. And breathe. And then bring this back up onto all fours. And let's go ahead and lengthen through our right leg and flex through that foot. And we'll reach through our left arm, whatever arm this is. I'm mirroring you, so yes, left, your left arm. Holding that here. Let's go ahead and take elbow to the knee and we'll go for 6 times. So bringing that in and lengthening through that and bring that in and lengthen and in and reach. 3 more, take it in and lengthen. Bring that in and out, and last one. Let's lengthen, hold it here. Bend at your knee, bottom of the foot facing the ceiling. You can reach your arm by your side, shoot that arm back, or again, if it's in your practice, you can begin to reach back for that foot. Pulling those abdominals in, breathing it here. Nice and controlled. We're going to release through this, and then release the arm, release the leg, child's pose, and take this back, and lengthen through those arms and breathe. Good, let's bring ourselves back up onto all fours. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Let's take it to the other side. So taking that other leg up, left leg up, lengthen through right arm, and we'll hold it here, flexing through that foot. And then let's take elbow to knee 6 times here. So bringing this in and lengthen, and bring it in and reach, and in and lengthen. 3 more, bring it in and lengthen. 2, good, and then 1 more. Let's lengthen and hold it here. Go ahead and bend at the knee, bottom of the foot facing the ceiling. Reach that arm by your side or reach back again for the foot. Holding that balance, breathing it here. And then let's go ahead and lengthen that. Release the arm, release the leg, child's pose, and take this back and relax. Let's go ahead and walk our hands over to the right and sit our left glute to our left heel so we get a really good stretch up the left side of that body. And then taking it to the other side. And stretch that. Good, and bring this back to center. And we're going to move into our sun salutations. So we'll go into our first down dog. Let's curl our toes under and keep our knees bent as we lift our tails to the sky. Relax that head and neck in between those arms, shoulders. And then from here, let's go ahead and pedal our feet, dropping our heels towards the floor. And I have a really loud cat if she's starting to walk over here. All right, dropping both of our heels towards the floor. Relax that head and neck, lift up on our toes, our heels high, and let's drop our heels over to the right. And then lifting this up, let's drop our heels over to the left. And then lifting this up, and let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front edge of the mat. Good. Let's see if we can, yeah. And grabbing your blocks or block, whatever works best for you. I'm going to use 2 blocks. So let's do standing forward fold here. So if your hamstrings are super tight, remember you can bend your knees and relax that upper body. Ragdoll right here. You can go ahead and nod your head yes and shake your head no. Good, let's take the opposite elbow with the opposite hand and frame that head. That upper body is heavier, folded further. Good, go ahead and release those arms, very nice. We're going to inhale it into monkey. If you've got blocks, then using them like this. If you've got your shins, then you're using your shins right there. So inhaling it into monkey, flattening the back, looking forward. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping our arms up towards the sky. And let's exhale it around into chair. Good. Let's inhale and sweep the arms up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around into chair. Inhale and lift. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale and release. Our right foot stays forward and our left foot goes back into high lunge. So go ahead and take that left hand onto block and get a little bit lower, and we can do a spinal twist towards the right. And if you need to be high, you can be up here doing twists towards the right. So again, doing what works for you and what has worked for you in the past. Good, bringing this back to center. Let's bring our right arm, right shoulder kind of to the inside of that right leg and drop our back knee. Let's uncurl our toe and lift it up, shoulders down and back, and reach up through our arms. Very nice. Crescent right here. Inhale it deep. And exhale. And inhale. And on our exhale, let's go ahead and release this. We'll take our right foot back to meet our left foot to top of plank. Good. From here, let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, and slowly lower heart to the floor. And then baby cobra off of the floor. Shoulders away, eyes to the sky. Good, let's curl our toes, lift and press it up, downward facing dog, and breathe. Now you can stay here in down dog if it's comfortable for you, or you can begin to bring that right leg up. I'm just going to hit it. Go ahead and rotate that ankle that's in the air. And rotate it the other way. Good. We're going to do a little bit of more core. So if it's available, go ahead and bring that knee in towards the nose. And then lift this up. And knee in towards the nose. And lift it up. And one more time, knee in towards the nose. And lift this up. And now we're going to bring our leg all the way through, getting that forward, however you want to get there. Getting back into that lunge. And you can use that block whatever height you want for our left arm. And we've got our spinal twist to the right once again. And then bringing this back to center and bringing ourselves forward. You can use those blocks or the strength of your core and the floor, and bring ourselves up into a modified warrior 3. Lifting that back leg and bringing our foot forward, standing forward fold. Relax that head and neck. Good. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Good. Inhale, lift it. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Let's keep our left foot forward. Take our right foot back. Good. Right hand on block or on the floor. And the block can be however high you want it to be. And we've got our spinal twist to the left. Breathing it here. Let's take our left arm, left shoulder to the inside of the left leg if you can, and dropping our back knee, uncurling our toe, lifting ourselves up and crescent on the floor. Reach and breathe. Good. Let's release this and we'll take our left foot back to meet our right foot to top of plank. Nice. Let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, and slowly lower heart to the floor and then heart off of the floor, baby cobra. Curl our toes, lift it up, down dog, and breathe. Let's center our weight and lift our left leg up. And with that left leg, go ahead and rotate that ankle. Then rotate it the other way. And then let's go ahead and bring that knee into the nose. And then lift this up and knee to the nose. And lift this up, and one more time, knee to the nose. and lifting up. And then this time, let's take our leg all the way through, getting it there however works best for you. Taking right hand on floor or on block and twist it. Once again, breathe. And bringing this back to center and using strength of the floor or the blocks, lifting yourself up and lifting into balance warrior 3. And bringing our foot forward. Good, standing forward fold. Inhale, monkey, flattening the back, looking forward. And exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around into chair. Let's hold here in chair. We're going to bring our hands together and press our hands together. Really, really, really press, almost till like your arms are shaking. And we're going to go ahead and twist our left elbow, right elbow, to the outside of the left knee. So taking this. Now, if your body's not going to let you go down here, then you're twisting to the side and trying to keep your knees lined up. Breathing it here. And bring it back to center. Let's sweep our arms up and dive it down and over. Relax that head and neck. Good. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back, looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale that around into chair. Hands to heart. Let's take it to the other side, or not hands to heart. Let's press the hands. So we're doing it a little bit differently this time. So pressing hands, squeeze them, and then take it down or twisting. Trying to keep our knees lined up. Using that core. Breathe. Seated spinal twist. And bring us back to center. Sweep those arms up. And dive it down and over. Inhale into monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Right foot stays forward. Left foot goes back in a lunge. This time we're in high lunge. Drop our back heel and let's bring ourselves up into our warrior 1. So... and that front knee is bent, shoulders are down and away. Knee is going over towards that baby toe and back foot is pressed. Very nice. Nice warrior 1. That torso is twisting to the front. Good. And then let's open up. Proud warrior, warrior 2. Again, relax that face. Go ahead and drop that back arm, palm up and reach. Reverse warrior. Good, let's go ahead and windmill our arms down and take our right foot back to meet our left foot to top of plank. Good. Go ahead and shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, slowly lower down, and bring the heart up off of the floor. Good, let's curl our toes under, lift it up, downward facing dog, and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of your mat. No blocks this time. Let's inhale into monkey with hands on the shins and exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening the back, looking forward. Exhale and release. Keeping our left foot forward, right foot goes back into high lunge. Drop our back heel and bring ourselves up into our warrior 1. Good, that knee over towards the baby toe. Remember, 50% of our weight goes into that back leg, so pressing back into that heel. Good. And then let's open this up. Proud warrior. Again, relax the face, knee over towards the baby toe, pressing our pelvis and glutes forward so that our inner thighs open up. Relax your face, everything else working. Dropping that back arm palm up and let's reach it, reverse warrior. Good, and let's windmill our arms down, taking our foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shifting forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, slowly lower down. Heart off the floor. Curl that, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Good. Let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands right here. Standing forward fold. Relax that head and neck. You can nod that head yes and shake that head no. Good. Let's sweep our arms up. Inhale. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back, looking forward. And I got disconnected. Okay, so we had some technical difficulties and my audio went out. So I'm doing a voiceover. So you're in standing forward fold. Go ahead and nod your head yes and shake your head no. And sweep the arms up towards the sky, inhaling it, diving it down and over, and taking both of our feet back to top of plank. Let's go ahead and shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, and then slowly dropping heart all the way to the floor and then heart up off of the floor. We're going to stay here in baby cobra for a moment. Take your shoulders down and away, elbows pointed straight back, pressing through hands and eyes looking towards the sky. Maybe shifting that from side to side, releasing any tension in that back. And then bringing ourselves down, and we're going to lengthen through our arms and our legs. So taking our arms out in front of us and our legs a little bit further apart, we're going to lift our right arm and lengthen through that left leg. So we're holding that up and breathing. So we're strengthening that core, strengthening that back, and breathe. And then release. Let's take it to the other side. So that other arm, left arm, right leg, lifting and holding and breathing. And then release that. Very nice. Taking hands by chest, pressing back into child's pose. And gently relax it there into your child's pose, sitting your glutes back towards your heels. Arms lengthened out in front of you. And taking your time, we're gently going to bring ourselves up. Take our legs out from underneath us. And then we're going to flex through our feet. So we're going to come into staff pose, sitting on the ground. And then let's flex through our feet. Toes are pointing back towards our shins. So really flex that, trying to get our toes back to the shins. That engages all of your muscles. We're going to inhale and lift the arms up. And then exhale and press the arms down. And inhale and lift. And exhale and press. And inhale and lift. And exhale, release that. Very nice. And we're going to go ahead, give yourself a nice big hug, reaching behind those legs. Maybe that'll help release low back tension. Then we're going to take our feet as wide as the mat, and we're going to drop our knees from side to side. And this is waking up our hip flexors, our glutes a little bit. So recognizing if we're feeling any tension in those hips or in that low back. This is a really good time to take stock of where you might be feeling anything, any sort of pain or anything like that. We're going to keep our knees to one side and then taking either a quarter turn or a half turn. I'm doing a half turn all the way around. And either on your hands, your elbows, or all the way down on the floor, wherever your flexibility is going to let you go, allow yourself to just sink into this twist. Breathing it here, inhaling and exhaling. And then bring it back to center. Taking our feet wide and drop our knees side to side again. Good, keeping our knees over to the other side, going into either quarter twist or half twist. And again, either hands, taking it on your hands, your elbows are all the way down on the floor. But I encourage you to do the same thing that you did on the other side, this side. You want to bring balance. Really twisting into that, bring it back to center. And then let's go ahead and take ourselves into bridge. So we're going to work a little bit more on our backs, on our low backs. Grab your block if you have one and take it between those knees. All this does is it helps with alignment. And it kind of gets a little bit of inner thigh strengthening too. But we're squeezing that block in between our knees. We're lining our feet up with our knees, or our ankles with our knees, and then our knees with our hips. Pressing hands into the floor, biceps and triceps. Lifting the pelvis up off of the floor. Press through those triceps, lifting up. Chin to chest. And as you're here, you're watching your belly lift and lower with your breath. So inhaling it deep. And exhale. And very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, we're going to begin to make an imprint on the floor with that spine. Once your pelvis gets down, we're going to lift that pelvis back up so we're back into that strong bridge. So we're kind of rolling that down. So again, one vertebrae at a time, slowly lowering, imprint the spine, make an imprint into your mat or the floor, pelvis drops and tilts under, and then lift that up. And then let's do that again one more time. So slowly dropping down, one vertebrae at a time. That pelvis tucks under, and then lift that pelvis up and hold. We're going to hold here for 4 breaths. So inhaling it deeply, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. And on our exhale, let's go ahead and slowly lower pelvis all the way down towards the floor. Very nice. You can release that block. Reach behind one knee, pull that into your chest. Give it a nice big hug. Reach behind the other knee, pull that in. Nice big hug. And again, one more time each side, pulling that in. And then we're going to reach behind both of our knees, bringing chin to chest, fingers or knees to the forehead. Make yourself into a little ball. And we're going to line up for bridge once again, this time without the block. So we're going to use the strength of our legs and our core, lining our feet up with our knees with our hips, lift our pelvis towards the sky, chin is to the chest, flattening through our feet as much as we can, breathing it here, inhaling it and exhaling it. Good, and we're going to press through both of our heels and lift our toes to the sky so our feet are flexed. We're going to hold here for 2 deep breaths. Inhaling it deep. And exhale. And inhale. And on that exhale, flattening through our feet. And let's find rooting right here, rooting through those feet. And now we're going to press through our toes and balls of the feet and lift our heels. So really lifting that up, and we'll hold here for 2 breaths. Inhale it deep. And exhale, and inhale. And as we exhale, we flatten through our feet. Nice strong bridge. And we're going to slowly lower our pelvis all the way down to the floor once again. Reaching behind one knee, pull that in towards your chest. Good, and then behind the other. And then again, each side, reach behind. And behind. And reach behind both, chin to chest, forehead to the knees. And then go ahead and release that. Very good. Drop our knees over to one side. Take your arms out into a T. And take one of your arms up by your ear and roll over onto your side. So that was my right arm, I believe. Bring yourself up onto your side. And we're going to, let's see, bring ourselves onto our knees. We're going to go into camel's pose. I'm waiting to see what I'm supposed to be doing. Bring ourselves into camel's pose. So grabbing your block, this is going to be for the back. We're going to go ahead and take that block tall, and we're going to take that between our heels and squeezing that between the heels. If you don't have the block, you can place both of your hands onto your sacrum, on your low back. You don't have to use that block, but you're pressing forward. So we're going to go and press one hand on the block and lifting the other arm, looking up, looking to the side, or looking all the way down, wherever it feels best for your neck. And again, you can have your hand on your low back, on your sacrum. It doesn't have to be. If you don't have a block, that's fine. So inhaling and lifting the arm up, and let's take it to the other side. So either to the block or to your sacrum, pressing into that hip, lifting that up and looking to the sky, to the side, or all the way down. Again, whatever works best for you. And breathing it here, inhaling it and exhaling it. And inhale, lifting up. And on that exhale, release. If you got that block, take it out in front of you, and hands can go on the block. If you don't have a block, then hands can go on the floor and forehead on the hands. A nice baby's pose right here or baby form to release that low back. Release any tension that's going on. And relax. Begin to relax your mind. Quiet your mind. Quiet your body. And we're going to bring ourselves up. And now go ahead and grab your chair. We're going to use our chair for some inversion. That means that our legs are going to be higher than our heart. So we're doing opposite what we do the whole day long. So go ahead and grab. I'm using my blanket to lay on. Grab your chair. And I have a pillow on my chair. You don't have to. Again, I'm just making it as comfortable as I would like for this. I'm going to take my legs onto the chair, pressing through my pelvis towards the floor. My low back is pressing and my arms are out to my side. Palms are facing up. And then breathing it deeply here. So inhaling and exhaling and inhaling and exhaling. Keep breathing and enjoying this inversion, enjoying that upper body being able to relax into the floor. And then bringing one leg up, we're going to flex through our foot, straightening through that leg if it's available to you. If this is painful for you, then you do not need to do this. But go ahead and you're kind of like pressing your glute and hip down into the floor and you're flexing through your foot and breathing it here. Inhale and exhale and release that. Let's take it to the other side. So lengthening through that leg, flexing through that foot, pressing that hip down in towards the floor. So really locking it down there. And then using our breath, inhale it deeply and exhale and inhale and exhale. Good, and you can release that. And now if it's available to you, we're going to bring both of our legs up. So flexing through our feet, pressing our glutes into the floor, pressing that low back into the floor. If your hamstrings are tight, you can bend those knees. That's perfectly fine. It might help for that low back. And inhaling it here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And then gently release. And we're going to do a little bit of breathing here. Again, if this is a great place to be, if you're finding yourself stressed throughout the day or finding that your brain is too busy or too much going on, go ahead and put your feet up on the chair, legs up on the chair, lay down, arms out, and you're in the safety of your house. So your heart is lifting towards the sky, and maybe that rib cage is allowing your heart to come a little bit further towards the sky. So breathing deeply here, inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. And allowing yourself to find stillness here. Maybe taking stock of your body. Again, maybe recognizing where there might be some tension going on. Maybe your belly. Maybe your neck. Maybe your low back. Just relaxing. Using that breath. Good, and we're going to begin to move ourselves into final relaxation. You can keep your legs up on the chair for your final relaxation. We're doing about 7 minutes, Or you can take yourself into corpse form or corpse posture, where you're laying on the ground and reaching through our arms towards one end of the room. So reaching through those fingers, pressing through the heels towards the other end of the room and lengthening through your body. Lift that lower back up off of the floor. Lift that rib cage up so your lungs are full of air. And begin to release and relax, quieting that mind and quieting the body. And we're going to go into some final relaxation. As you're relaxing and as you're quieting, maybe doing a body scan, imagining that you are above yourself, maybe looking down, or even inside yourself, and just beginning to look around at your body from your toes all the way to the crown of your head. Recognizing if there's any tension, any tightness, any soreness, any hot spots, any anxiety. Maybe you might be feeling low. Recognize that as well. Recognizing maybe some sadness or recognizing joy. But taking stock of those things and sending your breath throughout your body. That nice deep inhale and that nice deep exhale. And you've got about 3 more minutes, and then we'll come back. And slowly beginning to bring that body and that mind back to the present, bringing yourself up
into a simple form, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe cross-legged, but sitting it up nice and tall. Maybe feeling stronger. Maybe feeling more relaxed or more in touch, in tune, or recognizing what's going on in your body. Let's go ahead and inhale and sweep our arms up and bring our hands to prayer, dropping them down in front of our hearts. Eyes follow our fingers, chin to chest. Lifting head center, take fingers to forehead. As we leave tonight, let us think thoughts of love and thoughts of truth, thoughts that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Taking fingers to the lips. As we leave tonight and speak with others, let us speak words of love and words of truth, words that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Taking hands to heart. As we leave tonight, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Namaste.